Hey guys, Adrian back. So we're back to working on the C again, except this time it's the clutch. And today we have a special guest. We've got Jacob. So we've got Jacob. Jacob, what do you do?
I clean grain and farm for a living and work on cars.
Yeah, you heard what he said. Clean grain and cars.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. For today, we have to fix the clutch down in there because it's been leaking fluid. So we need to take this guy out to get our parts in. So I'm gonna have a picture of it here of what we're working on, and then I'll just talk through you guys, and it'll also be on the forum, so link in the description below for the link. So without further ado, let's get this done. All right, so going under the car, you're gonna have two nuts. You're gonna take both those nuts off, then loosen up the lock nut for that shaft, and make sure you mark everything before you take it out so you can correctly reinstall it. All right, you got the bolts out. Should just slide out. You might have to take the...
There we go.
Oh, did it just come out?
It just come right out.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, look at that. Look at all the fluid coming out. It sounded like Chris Mix there for a second. All right, guys, check it out. We got it out, and look at the fluid coming out. That is not good.
Your rod looks nice, though.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, there you go. So now we just got to take all that stuff on the inside out and change it out. All right, guys, so I have taken everything out of the shaft or the master clutch cylinder, and as we can see over here on the left, we have the new parts. On the right, we have the old ones. So the ones on the right, as you can tell, are pretty crusty, and this is just eroded over time. That's not even, this stuff is not even supposed to be wet, right? This is not supposed to be wet like this one is here. Now this is the way it's actually going to be installed. This would be first, second, third, and fourth, being that clip. And this page flipped on me. So right here you can see this is where it's going to be installed. This is your average Haynes manual. So you can see there, that's how everything's going to go in. And that's still the C clip, it's just designed differently. So with that said, let's go ahead and just throw it right in. So first in is going to be our spring. It's going to be facing this side up and that side down. So we're going to fit that guy in there. I also cleaned that out too. And then next is going to be this guy here. Actually, I should have put that in with the spring. All right, so now we got this guy in. We're just gonna pop that in, and it's kind of it's not going the way I wanted it to. Come on! Let's snake that little guy in there. We gotta be careful when we put that in all the way too. So what I'll do is, instead of using my finger and possibly getting it like going down that way, I'm gonna go ahead and put this again. Now when you buy them, it's gonna be in a case, and it's gonna have a fluid on here, so be careful not to like rub on that. That's why I'm wearing gloves too. And this is gonna face in this way here, so we'll go ahead, put that guy in. We'll just very slowly kind of massage it into its place. Yeah, now the spring's gonna start giving us a hard time, but this is essentially gonna pop all the way into here. At least it's supposed to be. All right, and just like that, it's all put together. Got the new clip in, just using some needle nose pliers. I mean, that's kind of the cheap way to do it, but just got it in, and it's definitely a lot firmer now with the new gasket, but you can easily pump it in and out. And I want to fill it up with fluid too before I keep pushing on this up and down, because it's going to actually wear the new gasket we're just putting in here. But that right there is how we rebuild at least this part here with the gasket and everything. So now essentially we can just pop that back in, and then on the inside of the car we get to put this rod back in, and the rod will just sit in there like that, and it'll push it like that. And then with the gasket pushing it down and up, it will push the fluid where it needs to go and back. So congratulations, you know how to change a Congratulations, you guys now know how to change the inside, or at least most of the inside, of a clutch master cylinder. And then we can finally actually drive this car without worrying about anything. It's an amazing feeling after all this time of all these little things. So stop talking, get in the car. All right guys, so the clutch master cylinder is back in the car and we finally fixed all the little tweaks of this thing. I'm gonna regret saying that, but we got the E-shaft all figured out. We got the leaks figured out. We got the thermostat all figured out. The gauges figured out. Here's our clutch. It's all back in, filled up with new fluid. It's all primed up. We checked the diff out and it ended up being okay. The exhaust is all in. Interior's all working. Shifter. Handbrakes needs a little bit of tweaking, but it's drivable. Gauges. We got our awesome Red Camel Racing gloves. I'm ready to take this thing on a drive. And a huge thank you to our sponsors, Red Camel Racing and Mijimoto. This has been a long time coming. And and in 2 weeks time, this thing is gonna be on the track in North Dakota at Interstate Raceway. I am so excited to finally get this thing all figured out and tweaked. Next up, we got to figure out tires and how we want to tune all that. So stay tuned, guys. This is gonna be an exciting year.